Just see that light there in the background on the other side of Ullswater. Just love autumnal light. Right, this is going to be, well, the plan is it's going to be quite a long one. It's a 20k hike, just under 900 meters ascent. It's going to be a long one. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I'm in what's far eastern part of the Lake District. Looking at the weather, the drier areas is the northern part of the Lake District. So if you look on the map of Lake District, Ullswater, it's in the northern part, and it's one of my favourite hikes. It's quite a yeah. There's a lot to see. There's what potentially is a 4 or 5 Wainwrights bagging today. I say bagging, I've done them already. I'm not here to bag them, but just to follow them as way of a route. I'm with the R6, 24 to 105 lens. Still enjoying that light, but look at this. The bracken and a lovely autumnal tones. It's going to be a good one. So that is where I'm heading. The path there. I could carry straight on towards Arthur's Seat, but I'm going to go to the right. There's a path just there. Head up to Loadpot Hill. From there, Weather Hill, up to High Raise and around Ramsgill Head, the north, and then a bit of a treasure. Picks with poles. Angletown, heading towards Angletown Pikes, then head back down the valley. Turning around, that's the site of my first ever video back in 2017. That's towards Pikawassa. 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 So, yeah, quite a steep ascent. But yeah, there you go. Weather-wise, it's forecast possible light rain in this area. We shall see. Hopefully it will hold off. You just see there in the background, there's Clag. That's where I'm heading towards. See, by the time, hopefully by the time I get there, it might have risen. Look at this light. I say light, it's intermittent. Very moody. Oh, just a short start of the ascent, and I am jiggered. Ooh. I tell you what, it's totally testing me because I've been doing hiking on a regular basis. But I tell you what, look at this. Hallin Fell, that big lump in the middle. That's a popular destination for sunrise. Fairly short hike, you know. Steepish, but fairly short. Yeah, autumnal like that. Okay, I'm quite busy. So, once I get to the top of this, it's more or less a gentle hike up to Loadpot Hill, Weather Hill, and then High Raise. Just see the nab poking through there. I say poking through. It's becoming quite prominent, obviously, the higher I get. So I'm not going to do that today. But look at the mood, the clouds. Some nice shapes, nice layering. Worthy of a black and white shot. We'll see if that's mostly what we're going to get today. No, I'm in that way, is there? Right. It seems to be carrying on forever, this thing. It is quite wet on the foot. There's been flooding in the area. Well, whole Lake District really, especially Borrowdale, Seathwaite. You know, the wettest place in England. So yeah, well, that's what you're going to get this part here. It's a wet place. So it's starting to spit is the rain. Quite light rain, but it's that wet stuff. You know what I mean? the wet stuff, constant drizzle. Yeah, it's getting more heavier. It does lead, however, to some interesting photography overlooking Picawassa Beader Fell. Bit of a squall, nice patch of light as well. Taking opportunities, haven't you? Got to take these opportunities. I'm still on this path. I'm not that far off Loadpot Hill, to be fair. But yeah, weather's closing in. If you look that way, beautiful light. Look at that, the north. I say look at that, you can't see it. Patch of light. But yeah, that's the weather front. So interesting. So I veered off the path and I ended up coming up this gully, and that was hard. That was hard on the footing. That's taken a lot of energy out of me. I'm hoping to join the main road, and it's not too far away, but that saps me. I tell you what, a lot of rain, and it really does make conditions difficult. Oh. So finally, I say finally, it's taken forever. I'm at my first Wainwright, Loadpot Hill. Oh. Oh. Wow. And as you can see, you probably get, pretty clagged in. Didn't expect this. Never mind. Yeah, nothing to see. I'm gonna join the Roman road, which is High Street. High Street continues on to the fell called High Street, which is the highest in the far eastern. Quite a long path used in Roman times for racing. It's called the old race course, apparently. But yeah. Well. And then there was light. That's what happened. It was a squall which came over and it's gone, but it's looming. Oh, that's a nice shot. I do feel that sheep make good models. Well, to be honest, it's the only models I've got, isn't it? The mood of clouds. Is it worth the shot of a snap? Always worth a snap. Sheep right in the centre, just look back and pause for me. Right, here we go. So this isn't the Roman road, but it does eventually lead onto the Roman road. Yeah, that's looking nice, quite nice now, isn't it? So heading up to Weather Hill, and then up to the highest point of the day, which is High Raise. Tap! Weather Hill. Still the rain comes and goes. Right, patch that light up like that. I've got about another, just over 3k till I get to High Raise. Pretty much all like this, all the way there. So that's getting my attention. Lovely light patches. Squalls just passing through the valley. Things like that which I'm going to be subjected to today. No doubt about it. So I'm at basically the head of the valley now. That lump there is up there, is red screes. I'm basically going to go around that, below it, and the far fell, just in mid-distance, just see Angle Tarn, just see it. So that's the fell I need to be on, and from there I'm going to head down. So yeah, that little, say a little, it's massive. That's the nab there. That's one of the steepest descents I'm on. So yeah, as you can probably tell, the wind has picked up. And look at that, really. Not totally clagged in, but yeah, lots of low-lying cloud drifting along the valley. Right, so let's make it to High Raise, not far to go now, and then I'll have a break. Whoa. High Raise. Highest point of the day. Right, so now I'm going to dip down, make my way to Ramsgill Head. I'll be honest, this hike is becoming a matter of endurance, to be honest. It's hard work. I'm feeling it, and about halfway there. However, the hardest part of the hike is done. Bit of a climb to Ramsgill Head, and I believe it's more or less no more ascent, he says. The most difficult part is done there. Sweeping around, yeah, lots of atmosphere. You know, flasks are so much easier. To be honest, I've run out of gas in my burner, but it's done, it keeps it still warm. Anyway, photography channel, yeah, photography hiking, yeah. Not flask testing. So, one of these, this time's one of my favourite moments where you just, you know, sit down and taking all the views around you and just relax, chill, bring in the elements, breathe the fresh air and just contemplate, really. Photography so far a bit hit and miss, and that's due to the conditions, of course. Lots of atmosphere. There is the light breaking through every now and then, so you never know, it might cast its light on the fells. But yeah, so I'm basically top of the valley, looking down, Martindale, sipping coffee, lovely stuff. Yeah, so different genre of photography is this. I do my urban stuff, I do my hiking, completely different arena as it were, but this is my escape. Work hard all week, escape for the weekend. It's hard work, and I think it's just going to be short of 20k because I took a bit of a short cut basically from the intended route, but yeah, it's all good, all good. Ramsgill Head or near, so it's probably up there, but this is an interesting formation. I thought, lacking a bit of light. I did manage to capture a bit of light on, I think it was Beda Fell in the background, only a faint little splash of light, but I like the positioning of these. Lovely, a bit of light on the foreground, won't it? But I'm not going to get that. So yeah, it's nice and clear, good blue sky over there. Huh? It's like summer. It's not. Right. There we go, the views are opening up. See the light there? Not there in the middle, is High Street. Yes, lovely stuff. There you go, and that's where I'm going. Is that faint splash of light? Is that where I'm going? No, it's not actually. No, that's Place Fell. That's Place Fell. Oh. Yeah, there's a few shots around here. There we go. That's the cairn of Ramsgill Head, which is the, what's that one? Is that the fourth Wainwright? Yeah, fourth Wainwright of the day. Yeah, it's really is jammed full of Lovely scenery here. And I'm using basically the longer end of the lens, which I often do, to be fair. Some lovely light going on in the far background. Little peaks peering through. But I'm actually using a lot of negative space, I feel. Not intentionally, but that's how it's working out. Yeah, but definitely long lens stuff is more prominent. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that light now. That's where I'm heading, and that's what the light is. It's beautiful stuff. Now, apologies for the audio. I've lost connection. It does happen, but it doesn't matter. Look at that. Right, I'm heading towards there. That's towards Angletown. Then I'm going to head down. I'll continue shooting some footage, but more importantly, I'm going to take some photographs. That light is fading. Definitely the sun is dipping behind the clouds. How often have you heard that? It's not as intense. Well, there she is, Angletown. One of the prettiest towns, I believe, in the Lake District. And where I shot one of my favourite black and white images from the other side. Yeah. Now we don't have any light. It's just nice to view it.